Hello and welcome to Formula Offroad. Today we are taking a look at the first part of the final round of the Icelandic Championship held up north in Akureyri. The home track of Thormar, who we see here. And a race that's been on the calendar for years. Has been the final race for years now, with these massive climbs, massive hills, and massive rolls. Coming into the final race, three men fighting for the championship: Finnur Aðalbjörnsson, Atli Jamil, and Bjarnþór Eliasson. All three fighting for the championship. Let's look at the standings here. These top three all in with a fighting chance. Bjarnþór leading with 4 points here against Finnur. Atli Jamil sitting 8 points behind Ingvar Jónsson in a comfortable fourth thereafter. Now over to the modified class. Three cars entered, and Jónas Sigurbjörnsson ended up in third place after a mechanical failure. Disappointing for Jónas, who has been driving well. Now the Icelandic champion Finnur Bárðarson driving Kletturinn. Consistency this season meant that he wrapped up the title in Akureyri with a second place finish. However, Bjarki Reynisson sealed the victory in Akureyri, 640 points driving the animal. Would you look at this? Who says the modified cars can't do what the big boys do? Now let's switch over to the unlimited cars. Bjarnþór Eliasson, the championship leader, kicking off here. He needs a strong run today. He doesn't need to win, he just needs a strong run to secure the title. And of course it's all about just being there, being involved. Look how loose the material is here in Akureyri. Now needs to swoop here to the left, and then a big climb. Look at how Olsen grabbed all the traction when was needed, and that is 350 without penalties. What a start for Bjarnþór. Now the sister car, Gunnar Helgason, driving here. Hills in Akureyri offer a wide variety of challenges for the drivers. A great place to lay the Formula Offroad tracks, as Gunnar Helgason goes all the way and does just like the double Olsen. 350 for length, no penalty points. Now Ingvar Jónsson. Ingvar not been in contention this year. It's been a pretty tough season for the reigning champion. Hesitant here, trying to pick the line that he wants to take. A little bit, that is very sideways, but managed to keep it. But here it's gone. Ingvar Jónsson, only 140 points for the first track and the first roll of the day as well. Next up we have Guðmundur Eliasson driving Rodeo. Gets thrown way too far there. Is he gonna reverse here to go for another push? There's no out of bounds there, so he's not out of track yet. Goes for it. Oh, bad throw there. And that's only 80 points. Next up we have Sævar driving the Ironman. but he didn't drive far because that's the transmission. Exiting Ironman, Saiva decided to put the full scooper tires under. He's usually fighting for victory in the modified class and did have a chance of the title, but his day came to an abrupt end. Here is Atli Jamil in the Raptor. Atli Jamil fighting for the championship here. He's been steadily getting better and better and better. Oh my god, that's a save and a half from Atli Jamil. It's just reversing. He didn't go too far, so he can continue here. Pretty far up the hill already. It's amazing how much grip these cars can pull here. Oh, stops in a very bad place. But he keeps on going, and that's the full length for the Raptor. 350 for length, 60 penalty points. Atli Jamil, he's not going to punch out of this title fight, that's for sure. Now we have Thráinn Ævarsson. Taxi Bridge. Got new colors for this race. Well thrown up in the air there and well out of track. 160 for length and 20 penalty points. Now Gauti Möller driving Shadow. This is a new build. His second race only. Has the full rear wheel steering. You can see the there. Look at this. Is he managing to get it pulled here? Needs to reverse and go back up. And that's a roll for Gauti Möller. Now Finnur Aðalbjörnsson. Atli had the, what was it, 290 points. Bjartur went all the way without penalty points with 350. What can Finnur do here? The track seems to be getting harder as more cars pass through, but can the Fox pull something off here? Manages to keep it tidy. This is looking a lot more like the Olsen cars did it, and that is just what he does. 350 for length, no penalty points. Finnur Aðalbjörnsson well in contention here. The local boy pleasing the crowd here. Now Andri Sveinsson in the Cowboy. Clips a marker there. Oh, getting thrown out here, but managed to keep it going. We'll need to reverse. Gets the penalty points for that. And that's nicely done. Through the gate, 70 penalty points, 280 total. Green flag up. Ingimar Björnsson goes. It's the bomb. So interesting how the material that these drivers race on differs from race to race. And as loose as the material seems here in Akureyri, seems to be a lot of traction in it. Has to reverse there. Looked like he was doing something quite clever by driving his way down without reversing, but then needs to get the car turned within bounds. And then he goes for it. Ingimar Björnsson. These long climbs is what these guys live for. 350 for length, 60 penalty points. leaves Ingimar at 290. Now the home hero, Thor Þormar Pálsson, a disastrous season this year, but can he please the home crowd in his fabulous pink Thor? Takes the high rod there, gets thrown pretty badly, and that is so close to rolling, and it does. His day does not seem to want to get any better this time around. Now, Páll Skjóldal in the sheep. Similar story to Thor Þormar. And the rule for the sheep. Let's look at the standings after the first track. Guðlaugur Helgason, Finnur Aðalbjörnsson and Bjarnþór Elíasson. Finnur and Bjarnþór fighting for the championship with 4 points here. Ingimar in fourth, Atli Jamil sitting alongside him on 290 points. So, the top three for the championship, all there in good contention in the top five after track one. Track two here, Daniel Ingimundarson in the Green Thunder kicking things off. And well, that looks more like a volcanic eruption from this view. And that is a roll for the Green Thunder. I'm guessing that drone there was simply just for marshals to know where to pick up Daniel after that roll, because the dust is crawling in here. The cars go through now. Ingvar Jónesson in the Viking, nicely done here in the first bit. And now a steep climb. You can see how vertical it is. Ingvar going for it. He's got the traction. Goes back down. And then initiates for the climb. Needs to get it turned here. Looking for the traction, and now he's gonna need to go for it. There he goes. Would you look at that? All the way in the steep climb. Ingvar Jónesson. 350. Next up, Atli Jamil. Atli Jamil in contention here. He's just seen Ingvar do it. First bit finished. And even though that climb is a massive climb, he's not even at halfway yet. Points wise. Oh, that's a rope, throws it in reverse, and the car just gets thrown back. Parks it nicely between the flags though. But that is out of bounds. Look at that. Pops it in reverse, almost rolls it there. Wow, that is stunning from Atli Jamil. Now Finnur Aðalbjörnsson in the Fox. 170 points for Atli Jamil, not what he was looking for. Finnur at the same point now as Atli Jamil. Decides to take a higher line here, but that is spinning out of track. And that is only 170 points as well for Finnur. In the Cowboy, he's one of these drivers that tracks like this one, the hard ones, he pops up and somehow just finishes. Ingvar showed us at the beginning that this is possible, but here the Cowboy, he can't go again there, and he does. But he doesn't go any further or what, and ends up rolling here. 170 for length, picked up 60 penalty points there. Is this impassable for anyone except Ingvar? Grímur Helgason here. Brjála the second. Picked up some big penalty points there. Putting two wheels over the marker. Somehow trying to get it set up here, but if he floors it now, the car will simply just go. And that's 40 bounty points more. And then he goes for it, but there's not really anything happening there. And that ends up as a roll of 1. No, managed to pop it into reverse and save it. Now, Thormar, can he follow Ingvar and fight back the points he lost in the first track? Easily through the first bit, but wait. No, that's spinner wheels, I'm sorry. That messed up with me. Or hubcaps. And another roll. 2 rolls for Thormar and 2 tries here. Now Evaldore, we're in the second part of the track. That is yet another roll. Bjartur Eliasson now. He's up the first bit. Ingvar went all the way, but we've seen his rivals do this. I'm not sure what Bjartur was going for there. But that's 20 points lost. A lot more if you look at it towards Ingvar. Gullur Helgason here. Parks it at 170. That seems to be it. It's only Ingvar that goes all the way, fights back for the first track mistake. Now Gullur Helgason and Finnur Abjason share the lead. Bjartur Eliasson sitting 20 points behind, with Atli Amel 60 points behind the leader. Now after the lunch break, the third track of the day would commence. We kick it off with Finnur Abjason. Finnur, the leading off the contenders right now. Oh, is that him stuck? No, he managed to get through there. Wow, that would have been disaster for Finnur and the Fox. Tracks are not good at it. Always a great spectacle. Now he needs to get it turned around. Back down. And then gets it turned around. Back again. Didn't need to go all the way into the wet mud for the service crew. But he better bring it back in one piece then. Let's see what Finnur does here. That's the big climb, and that is a roll for the Fox. 240. A broken flagpole, but car looks okay. That could be costly. This is an opportunity for the rivals. Now Grímur Helgason. Oh! Car gets thrown there into the side of... Everything broken there in the front. Let's see if he returns today. Árni Svansson driving insane here. Big final climb now. Does not quite make it. 240 for length, 40 bounty points. Now Thormar, the home hero, in his final race. So Thormar announced before the weekend that he would not compete in Formula Offroad after this event. This double Icelandic champion from Akureyri. And he goes for it, puts the wheels into the gate, but a roll, so he gets 300 points for length. Doesn't get the extra 50, but let's view this from on board. If you ever want to get a good view of the sky in Akureyri, just ask Þór Þormar. Ingi Már Björnsson here. Doesn't go any further. 240 for length, 60 penalty points. Next up, Páll Skjóldal. Does not quite make it through. Oh, that's a nasty hit there. The car takes the end. Could be some damage from that, but did not quite make it with the wheels through the gate. So only 240 for length for the sheep. Next up, Gauti Möller. We haven't seen anybody go all the way now. For Þormar, the only one to go. 300 points for length. Does that change here with Gauti? A bit of hesitation there. Seemed to have some momentum there. But loses it. And why not roll it when you're exiting? Now Bjarnþór Eliasson. This is an opportunity for Bjarnþór. But he has gone all the way. And he does. Nicely done for Bjarnþór Eliasson. That could potentially be a championship winning gate there for Olsen. Gunnar Helgason here in the sister car. Does not quite manage to do it the same way as Bjarnþór. But he is going again, I think. He thinks it's passable. I mean, he's seen his teammate do it. Goes for it easily now. Shows everybody how it's done. Gunnar Helgason, 350 for length, but that's 100 penalty points with the penalty points for reversing. Now Ingvar Jónesson. Bad first track, fantastic second track. And he goes all the way here in the third track. 350 for length, 40 penalty points. That should throw Ingvar quite far up the leaderboard. And let's take a look at the leaderboard now after the first three courses. Ingvar Jónesson and Bjarnþór Eliasson lead. Guðlaugur Helgason third is Olsen and Olsen in second and third. Next time around we will go through the final three tracks, and as things stand, Bjarnþór Eliasson will clinch the title, but his contenders are not far away.